Hello, Libra. Welcome to Metamystic Tarot. My name is Saint I, and I am the Metamystic. I hope you like my frog hat. A little trouble getting that one lit. We are going to let the light in today. The reason I'm wearing this frog hat is because shit gets real dark out there, Libra. Gets real dark out there. So, what I'm doing in my life is I'm just lightening things up. Lightning. So speaking of visions and auditory messages that I'm receiving right now, I'm going to drop some oil into this here bowl. And I'm going to alert you, interesting phrasing, I'm going to alert you of anything that could be coming your way here. But first, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go turn the light on in this situation. I forgot to turn my light on in here before I started filming. That could be a message for some. Let's leave this here to marinate for a second, Libra, while I turn the light on. Is that better? Is that better, Libra? I'm sure it is. Let's see if we're seeing anything today for you, Libra. Beautiful. You know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing paper mache. I'm seeing very thin layers of paper, almost like flakes, like, you know, in baklava. There's so many layers. There's so many flakes there. There's so many layers to this situation, right, Libra? You're trying to, like, piece through all the layers, like stacks of paper, and be like, where was that one? Or, like, files. Where was that file I needed? Where was that file I needed? That's what I'm seeing. It's like you're turning around. It's like you're in the back room of a library is how I'm seeing an old library, and you're, like, in the back room looking at old files, and you're going through all the files, and you're like, where is that file? Where is that file? Where is that file? Okay, interesting way to start this out, Libra. So on that, let's get moving, because there seems like a little panicky energy here. So what I'm going to do, I have this big deck of cards, I have this regular size, and I have the little one. And we're going to go layer by layer, because that's what you came here for, layer by layer. Layer by layer. I'm a Virgo. I know how to layer. I know how to detail. The devil's in the details, right, Libra? And I'm going to give you details today on this situation because you're looking for answers and you've come to the right place. My guides are laughing. Oh my gosh. My guides are laughing because they know I'm a freaking Sherlock Holmes for you guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, so what I'm getting right now is just like the overall energy. It's like the big overall like thing we're dealing with here, Libra. Let's just take a breath though, because I do feel like a lot of heavy chest anxiety. And my guides are laughing and saying, no, it's not just me, because I struggle with anxiety, Libra. That's why. I was like asking my guides in my mind, is it my energy or is it Libra's energy? It's yours. I don't know what card is sticking out here, but there goes that one. We have the Tower trying to sneak out though, but it didn't. So let's set this down for a second so I can look at the other card. The Three of Cups. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to take both of them because this feels important. This feels significant. The Tower was trying to sneak out with this Three of Cups. So, before I say anything, let's just leave this here and let's start to dive a little bit into these layers. For Libra, please. For Libra, just take a deep breath, Libra. It's going to be okay. I see you frantically searching through files, looking for information. It's okay, Libra. I know. Have you ever seen that meme of Charlie from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia? And he's like trying to connect the dots with like every little tiny like a crazy man in the night, like trying to connect the details like a detective, you know? That's what I'm seeing. I'm only laughing because I'm so similar. That's why I'm here. Give my best service for you all. Might as well put my stuff to good use and actually help people with it instead of just going crazy quietly in the dark, right, Libra? Knight of Cups. What is this, though? What is all this? What is all this? Because these are like opposite energies. Maybe a little push and pull here in the situation where it's like one side of you is like, I'm all in. The other side is like, no. What is this for Libra? That's way too many. The Star, though, in the World. Should I take these? No. Gotta listen to the guides. They know what they're talking about. What is this? Knight of Wands. Okay, something's coming towards you quickly. Then we have the Strength in the bottom of the deck. So have strength with what's coming is how I'm hearing it. Have strength. It's kind of like, you know, a tornado is coming. There's a tornado watch. There's a tornado warning. And it's like I'm seeing a town of people like rushing to the store, trying to get supplies and equipment. It's like, you know, Libra. You know the storm is coming. Like an animal knows the storm is coming. Like it could be sunny out and everybody's like, oh, it's fine, it's fine. Everything's fine, everything's fine. But you're like, you know. And so you had a warning ahead of time to like prepare for this, I'm hearing. So you're fine. Your angels and your guides and your ancestors and the divine made sure that you would be fine throughout this whole situation is how I'm hearing it. You don't have to like go rogue is how I'm hearing it. You don't have to like look behind the scenes. The information will become clear to you because this is how you feel with this blindfold on right now. You're between things. You're like, can I be happy? Can I settle down and be happy? Or is this going to completely fall apart is how I'm hearing it with the Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So let's get our last card here for Libra. Yeah, Nine of Swords, it came out. Justice is at the bottom of the deck. So I see a lot of panic here. I see a lot of fast motion, though. So it's like in the same way, this is how I'm going to explain it to you, Libra. In the same way that you have been panicked, this card to me, it gives this. Like when you can't keep your hand straight, it's like, it's such a high level of anxiety that it's like you feel like, as I'm looking at this card. And the reason why you're like this is because you're in this mode. You're between realities, I'm hearing it. You're like, is this, like, I feel good here. I feel like awesome here. But then it's like it turns into this overnight. It's like the storm rolls in and it's all dark. It's like it was light. Everybody was outside having fun. But then suddenly those storm clouds rolled in. And it's like, it puts you in like a chokehold, like you don't know. So what I was going to say about this fast energy, you have Justice here. Let's just take that out because that's going to be part of all of this. But I do want to say here, these two energies on both sides of you. You're in the middle right here. But what I'm seeing is this fast energy on one side and this fast anxiety with the on the other side. The reason, how do I say this? This side is, I should actually put it the other ways. This side is racing toward this. But this side with the Nine of Swords is resting here. And you, let me just do this. You are in the middle. Let's create a little picture here. Let's create a little picture message. Because that's what they've been doing to you, I'm hearing. I don't want to talk about like black magic or anything on my channel, but I was in the church for years. And let me just say, the very people that say like, oh, we're praying for you, are the same people who are not praying for you, if that makes sense. For or against. They're praying their agenda and wake up call to the church, because I've been a part of it since I was a child. Remember, I'm wearing the frog hat, trying to lighten things up, because the tone can get real. See, I'm reading for a Libra. I'm at home in the justice house with you guys. I feel good here. I like your readings. There's a lot of justice. I really appreciate it. What I was gonna say is there have been projections put on top of you, and it's put you into this Nine of Swords, and it's caused you to feel like you're in a consistent tower, and it's left you in this Two of Swords in the middle, not knowing what to do, which way to go. Because one day it's like this Knight of Wands is this fast, fiery, good energy, kind of like Eight of Wands. It's like it's positive, it's communal, it's dynamic, it's Three of Cups, like community, celebration, oneness. I'm hearing between parties, and I'm seeing a lot of diversity there, which I love. I love that. I love that for us. And over here, all I'm seeing is death, destruction, dying, persecution, injustice, slander, slandering the victims, victim shaming, victim blaming is what I'm hearing. And you got all wrapped up in that because you are part of the solution. So this energy over here is trying to stop you, at the very least, to get you in this middle position where you don't know what to do. So that's how I'm seeing it, and it's just like clear as freaking day, right? So what do we do about this, right? We have the story laid out. We have, the big picture here. Now, what do we do about all this is kind of my question, I guess. Is there anything to do? Is it a waiting game? These are all in reverse. So we have Judgment in reverse, the Devil in reverse, which is always a good sign, Queen of Cups in the reverse, turning your, and I'll translate, turning your love off towards where this energy is coming from. It's like turning off the faucet for one party and turning on the faucet for the other. It's like you are strategically only feeding one beast, if that makes sense. And then in reverse again, we have the Two of Pentacles. So what I'm seeing here is one party over here tried to cause tower moments, tried to bring down judgment on you, but it's in reverse. Their plans were thwarted. Their plans, the devil, were thwarted. Their devilish scheme was thwarted. So you turned your love off toward the situation. And you are no longer juggling things. You are in a sure position, is how I'm hearing it. So I'm going to leave all that there. So let's look at this energy here. It's almost like, yeah, there's layers. So let's bring this out here so you make sure you can see it. Because remember, we have Knight of Wands, Two of Swords, Nine of Swords. But what I'm kind of seeing with this Two of Swords is like you found out something with the Two of Pentacles in reverse, and now you're no longer in this. So it's almost like I want to turn this card over. You're no longer in denial. You see the truth for what it is. The truth was revealed. We have justice at the bottom of this deck as well. Justice, justice, double justice was served. Double justice. What else can we say here about what can we say about this Knight of Wands? Because I feel like this Knight of Wands, it's racing like a fire tornado toward the community, in a good way. It's like a tornado, a fire. I don't know if you're religious, but it's like that biblical story where there was like the fire surrounding. See, it's like, it almost looks like this out in the desert, like in the biblical story. There was the fire and the cloud. It's like, this is like a holy war is kind of how I'm seeing it between two parties. And ironically, the party that is the one that tried to place this false judgment and all of that, they're the ones who think that they're the holy ones because they claim that by name only. Remember how I mentioned before, people can pray prayers and they think they're praying quote unquote for you, but they're actually praying quote unquote against you. Yeah, it's like that. Knight of Wands, though, toward the good, toward the community, toward the people who are in support of you and who you're becoming, Libra, is how I'm hearing it. Who's in support of Libra and who Libra is becoming? See, this fire energy is moving you quickly toward that new paradigm. You're going to be coming out of... Oh, another card flew out over there. You're going to be coming out of Eight of Swords. And you're going to be racing Knight of Swords. Along with this, the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands are going to be racing forward together toward justice. They will be racing together toward justice for this situation, and you will be coming out of this. Stand firm in your position with the Seven of Wands and do not fold. Do not back down. Do not stop until this is here. See, this could go here as well. It's a celebration. Ace of Swords, clarity is coming. You're not going to have to be searching through the files like that anymore. I just want to conclude with this thought. Yeah, there's the Tower at the bottom of the deck. They can't get you. They can't get to you. They can't get in your energy field. And that's that. That's that. So we're going to continue talking about this in the extended. If you want to join me over on Patreon, please do. Would love to have you over there as part of our community. On Patreon, you can get the link in the top of the description. I make the price accessible to everybody with $11 a month. I'm trying to make it so that it's accessible for all. I really care about you guys. I care about the community. I want to create a resting place for people, kind of like if you're like really, really thirsty and you've gone on a long, hard journey, I want to create this like pool, in a sense, this kind of oasis in a desert for people who really need a drink of water. And I'm asking God, the divine, to help me do that, for people to feel like they have some hope and they have some justice and they have some, I was going to say clarity, but purity is what came to me with that water. It's kind of like the Temperance card, or the Star. It's like that. And so that's my goal here, Libra. So if you want to become a part of that, join us over on Patreon. Link at the top of the description. We're going to continue your reading over there. See you next time. Bye.